From the studios of Foxborough Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Welcome to another episode of Around Foxborough. My name is Jiri Love. I'm your host. Today we have a very exciting guest. His name is Chef Dan Lane from Union Store. And I'm a big fan of his cooking in Union Store. So we're very happy to have him today on our show. Hi, Chef Lane.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So Chef Lane, I'm a big fan of your cooking at Union Store.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So let's go back to your biography, who you are, what's your background, how did you become chef, etc. So if you can tell our audience.
Yeah, so I started cooking at like 14 with my grandfather, just learning the ins and outs of kitchens, at home. And from there, I just started being a dishwasher, worked my way up through the ranks of the kitchen, and then went to culinary school in Newberry College in Brookline. Graduated there, and then just did my tour of restaurants, so to speak, throughout Boston, working at the Bay Tower Room in top of 60 State Street, then over to the Blue Room in Cambridge for almost 10 years, and then just took my first executive chef job over at the Biltmore in Newton, and then from there I just continued to grow, and recently came to Foxborough last September actually, at Union Straw. So it's been a good journey so far.
Wow. So how is Union Store going as an executive chef?
It's great. It's an amazing place to work at. It's fun. It's just everything about it is really good vibes, good people that come in to eat, good people that work there, good people that own it. It's just a whole dynamic is amazing.
And then as an executive chef, do you have influence on creating your own menu?
Yeah, so the beauty of when I came to Union Straw is they pretty much were just saying do whatever you want. We trust you, and having that freedom to do that is amazing, and the trust to have that within you to do it is even better. And hopefully, I'm not letting anybody down so far, so it seems like it's a good time.
So what are the signature menu that you recommend for people to try at Union Store that you created? I know it's many.
Yeah, it is many. We like to change it up a lot, but we do have some staple classics since I've started there. We have the chicken and waffles, which sell a ton. Belgian waffles with fried chicken, bourbon maple glaze, apple butter, and a house-made honey hot sauce, which people just go nuts over. It's pretty cool.
I've had that before.
Yeah.
It's so delicious.
And then the really big seller is our fried chicken sandwich called the Cama Jamma. It's a fried chicken sandwich with a chipotle ranch, cheddar cheese, and a spicy coleslaw on it. And that's even hard to keep in the house some nights. It's just every other ticket has 2, 3, 4 of those on it. And then another big one is our award-winning ribeye, which was from the 2018 Culinary Fight Club event. That ribeye is very popular as well and is beautiful looking.
Wow. So I know you sent us some video.
I did.
Because you do a lot of competition as well.
Yeah.
But what are the competitions so far that you participated, and then how did you end up being champion?
Yeah. So my first ever one I did, my friends kept pushing me, telling me I have to go on that show Chopped on Food Network and everything. Yes. And it's just like, no, I'll just make a fool of myself. I can't do that. So then finally gave in to my friends, and they were like, well, do Culinary Fight Club. It's an event that comes around. They do each state throughout the country. And they were doing, in 2018, they were doing Here's the Beef Boston, and it was a state competition. So I was like, all right, whatever. I go in, I finish 8th. Last place, no big deal. Ended up winning Culinary Fight Club for my first ever competition, which was pretty wild and still so surreal to me. But that opened up the door for me to do a bunch more competitions and everything like that, and qualified for the World Food Championships, where I went down and finished 20th in steak in 2018 for the world, which is pretty cool.
and then you mentioned that you have some competition possibly coming up in November.
Yeah, so this year I got 2 coming up if they're being held. The first one would be the Final Table Culinary Fight Club, which I went to last year. We finished 5th in the country last year for the Culinary Fight Club circuit. And this year I've also qualified for the 2020 World Food Championships, and I'm going to be in the recipe category this year. So
where would it be?
That's going to be in Dallas, Texas.
What is recipe category?
It's kind of whatever. You just create a recipe and submit it and see what happens, basically. It's not... So each category, they'll have bacon, steak, burgers. So that's basically you have to make a burger or a steak or whatever. Recipe, you can kind of do whatever you want. They'll give you some secret ingredients that they'll drop on you the day of the event, and you have to use those. But other than that, you can do whatever. And you submit it in and hope for the best.
And how many minutes do you have to cook something for?
You have to do 2 different ones. You can do like a signature dish, which I'll already know and I don't have to use any secret ingredients and I can come prepared for that. And then another one where we have secret ingredients that we have to make a dish out of. So I believe it's 60 minutes each dish. So you get about 2 hours to put up 2 dishes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how do you get ingredients? It's like all over, everywhere?
Well, the Culinary Fight Club was kind of a cool dynamic because you have to run to a table. So there'd be a table across the room, and you would run across to the table, grab whatever you can off the table, and have 60 minutes to create a dish out of that without knowing anything ahead of time. So that one's cool. World Food, you kind of have a better direction. You can bring your ingredients and be a little bit more prepared for it, other than the secret ingredients like curveballs that they throw. So it's fun.
So what was the last competition and how was it like? What did you make?
So the last competition we did was Culinary Fight Club in Chicago. It was the Final Table. And this is the one we finished 5th in the country. And we made a naked seafood seared scallop with a smoked potato puree, an apple cider sage glaze, and just like a little arugula on the plate.
Is it on the menu of Union
It's
Straw?
actually going to be coming on the menu this fall as an appetizer, so we can sell more of them so you don't have to commit to it completely, and you can get an appetizer and just kind of, order 4 of them if you want, but or 1 or none, it's your decision, but it will be coming on in the fall.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
So you sent us some video. Can you explain about the video that you sent us?
Yeah, so the video that we have is the judge's decision from the 2018 Culinary Fight Club, where they announced the winner, which was, I still watch it today, and it seems like it's not even me. It's just so surreal.
And you were the winner, right?
I was the winner, yep. I had a near perfect score of 144 out of 150.
Wow.
And that was my first ever competition. Yeah.
That's impressive.
It was, we're lucky,
You are talented. Well, let's watch the video.
Your winner, we just came back from the commercial break. 2018 Culinary Fight Club Steak Boston goes to Chef. Almost a nearly perfect score. Really? Almost. 150 would have been a perfect score. This chef scored 144. Goes to Chef. I make eye contact with both of them. Dan Lane!
Well, thank you so much for sharing the video.
Of course.
Yes, and then you have sent us some pictures, and then you have Instagram on Union Straw. So
yep.
What are the website and what's the social media that you have?
We have, Union Straw on Instagram and Facebook, as well as unionstraw.com. We also have my chef one, which is chef.dan_lane at Instagram, as well as chefdanlane.com. Just kind of, it just showcases more of the competition trails and what we're doing, as we're on the road, not just necessarily at Union Straw. It has a lot to do with Union Straw as well. It's all kind of merged into one kind of thing, but it opens up, at World Food Championships, at the Culinary Fight Clubs, and just what's happening, news around town and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool thing there, just to have that as your own chef brand, which is kind of weird, but mostly, everything goes through Union Straw on Instagram and Facebook. So.
Yes, and I've seen so many photos on I follow your Instagram, and I've seen so many delicious photos, and it makes me so hungry every time I see the new menu. But it's almost like your presentation is a lot of 3D. The pork rib, it comes with hanging. Like, how do you get these like ideas of making it like 3D?
Yeah, so the whole candied pork belly hanging from the hook thing, to be honest with you, was one. I had it ready, and we were doing a Oktoberfest menu, and I had the hooks in the house, and I was waiting for the pretzel to show up because it's a pretzel hook. And I just got impatient and was like, I need to do something with this hook. So I took the candied pork belly and just popped it on there to see if it would hold, and it was cooked perfectly. And it goes out into the dining room, and people are just like, whoa, what is that? I need one of those. So it's just plating and presentation. I've been, slowly trying to get better and better at myself. The more confidence I get, it is, you eat with your eyes first. And then after that, if it visually looks good, you're going to want to taste it. And then hopefully that taste equals what you just saw through your eyes.
That's amazing. And do you use flowers too sometimes?
Right now we do. In summertime here, we have edible flowers from the tops of like, the lavender or basil or the different herbs we use. On the top of those, they bud a little bit. So we're using those as presentation on plates just to give it that extra pop and summertime feel, and just make it more enjoyable.
That's awesome. And then what is your personal favorite dish at Union Straw?
Oh.
There's a many.
It is. I don't really have one because I always like to say that when people ask you what's your favorite dish, the beauty of being a chef is however I wake up that morning, if I feel like making Chinese food, I'll make something with that kind of twist to it. If I want barbecue, I'll do barbecue. So I guess it's more how I feel that day. It's not anything set in stone. It's what you feel like and what you want to try and what you want to do. But if I had to choose at Union Straw right now, I'd probably say the ribeye.
Wow, that's awesome.
We do change it up all the time. We have fresh fish every night. We do at least 4 or 5 specials a night on the weekends, just to have fun. Food is fun, and we gotta make it fun.
And do you have local vendors who brings like the ingredients?
Oh yeah, we got fish guys. We got North Coast Seafood right from the docks of Boston. We got Baldor bringing fresh local ingredients from different farms around Massachusetts. So we try to keep it as local as possible. We use PFG, who provide us with Big Picture beef, which is all grass-fed, raised cattle from Western Mass. So we try to keep everything as local as we possibly can. Just for better flavors and better profiles, and just all around better for the environment.
And then I know Union Straw does some community aspects to it, and then you're kind of involved with the community, maybe service or like connection. Like, can you explain to us?
Yeah, we're out there. We do a lot with the Foxboro Orpheum. We do a lot with the YMCA. The ownership group is big in the town of Foxboro and like to give back to different aspects that they can possibly do at times. So, it's good. We definitely like to be there for the town and give back as much as we can, and support good programs and stuff like that.
Yes, and the interior is so beautiful too.
It is. Yeah, it's super clean. It's nice. We take very big pride on making sure that we keep it nice and clean all the time. It's open kitchen design. You can see us right in the kitchen. So we take a big pride in making sure our kitchen's clean, our chefs are clean, and we just make sure that everything is looking good and the food that comes out is even better.
So I have a question about the ribeye dish that you're talking about.
Sure.
Is that secret to share, like how you make it?
Yep. There's only 2 people that know how to make the spice rub.
Ooh.
Well, 3. Myself, my prep cook, and my daughter Kylie are the only 3 people that know exactly what's in the rub for that ribeye. Yeah, and we'll share it at some point, or we'll bottle it up and sell it. So we'll see. It's out there, but it's some things you keep secret. We'll tell people the ingredients to a certain point, but leave a couple things out, so it's not exactly the same.
I see. That's how you keep it secret.
Yeah.
So Kylie is your daughter,
She is.
and then you said she had participated in competition. Or
She has. She's been learning. I've been trying to teach her as much as she wants to learn from me, which is tough from an 11-year-old daughter. But she has competed before. She competed in a burger competition, and the first time she ever made a burger, I honestly looked at her in the face and was like, "You didn't make that," because it was spot on. It was perfect.
Wow.
And she did, and she did it again. She did it. She keeps doing it, so she keeps learning, and she won a little Weber Smoky Joe grill when she did her competition. So
that's exciting.
yeah, it's fun. So hopefully she can learn a little bit, and if she wants to go down the culinary world, she'll have a step up. If not, at least she'll know how to cook.
Yes, absolutely. So as an executive chef, what kind of pressure do you have?
I actually don't take pressure that much. I kind of let things roll off my back. It's food. It's not anything too serious. Obviously, there's severe allergies that we pay close attention to, but at the end of the day, we're cooking food, and like I said earlier, food is fun. So the more fun we have, the better food we're going to put out, and you're just going to have to kind of roll with it. And at the end of the day, when the shift's over, it's over, and we get the next day to come back at it. So it's pressure-wise, you feel it, but when you're in the midst of a kitchen, when the printer's going off like crazy, you just got to kind of, everybody else is stressed around you, and as a chef, you got to keep a calm head and not let anybody see you're freaking out. But even though you might be in your own head, but you just got to lead that charge and get through it and make sure everybody's calm, collective, and the food's going out and everything's the way it should be.
That's awesome, like Zen mode.
Try. I don't know if it's Zen or just complete and utter chaos in my head that comes out as Zen, but it gets done. That's what I've learned that from a chef in the past is, you just got to get through the day, and at the end of the day, it's food. Just have fun with it. The more fun you have with it, the more fun the customers are going to enjoy it, and from there, that's all you can do.
And what is your favorite part of being chef, an executive chef?
The ability to just kind of come in and be like, all right, what do we have in the walk-in? Let's just make something out of this, and this, and that's your special tonight. Or talking to North Coast Seafood and them telling me we have a limited Ivory King salmon in. Would you like it? Yes, absolutely. We'll take it, and then do a special from that. So it's just that relationship you build with vendors and food, and just talking food is always fun. That's the beauty of it, and just that creativity that you have is what kind of sets it apart.
That's awesome. So I know you are doing more competitions and stuff. So when you go to the competition, you meet these chefs around the country, and then do you get inspired by different kind of styles?
Yeah, it's actually great because I've actually gained more friends in the culinary world in the last year and a half of competing just by going to these events. And it's like a brotherhood, and you go there and it's a competition when you're in the ring, but at the end of the day, everybody's hanging out and talking about, I overcooked it this way or this, and you kind of pick people's brains. And they're last night I was on a text with a buddy of mine from Texas and from Alabama, just shooting ideas of what I might do for World Food Championships.
Wow.
And it's just cool to get their perspectives, and if I've sent them some sauces and some rubs just to see their opinions on stuff, and just to kind of get an idea of where I stand, because at the end of the day, it's about everybody, not just what I think. I'm not cooking for myself, so it's good to have different opinions and ways that they could help you navigate. Well, it's a little too bitter here, or too spicy here, so it's good to have a good group of people like that.
And how many plates do you have to make? 3 judges, 5 judges?
Culinary Fight Club was 4 plates. World food, I believe, is 6.
Wow.
There's one giant plate, which is your whole dish, and then smaller ones for each judge to sample.
Oh, I see.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, once you get into it and figure out what you have to do, it becomes second nature.
And then what are the categories that they're judging, like the taste or presentation?
Yeah, presentation, taste, execution, kind of overall look, feel, would you eat it again, stuff like that.
Wow, what is execution, like timing wise?
No, it's more of like, because when we turn in, we have to explain what the dish is.
Oh.
And if you're having a judge it, they have an idea of in their mind what it should be. So did you execute it? Was it cooked to the right temperature?
Oh.
Stuff like that. So it's,
wow.
yeah, that can get pretty, be a lot of pressure, but.
Yes, absolutely. But is it fun?
It's fun, yeah. I mean, keep going back.
Oh, yes, definitely. So I think I'm going to give you the last word for our audience, especially people watching our show in Foxborough. As an executive chef at Union Straw, do you have any words for them?
No, I mean, we'd love to have you come check us out at Union Straw. I mean, come say hello. It's like I said, it's an open kitchen. You'll see me in there. Please say hello. We're very friendly. We just like I said, we have fun with the food, and hopefully it goes out to the table. And when you guys come in, it's a good overall experience, from the service to the hosts to the bartenders to everything, to the food to the dessert to when you leave. And we try to give A+ service as well as A+ food every time you step through that door. So we hope to see everybody in, and like I said, don't be shy. Come up to the kitchen, say hello. I'll always talk.
Great. Well, I'm actually a big foodie, and I have over maybe 400, almost like about 500 reviews on TripAdvisor.
Oh, wow.
And I gave you like big 5 stars.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I really think Foxborough is lucky to have you as executive chef, and then having this world-class culinary at like our town, and it really is amazing. I can just go there and then just eat such an amazing food.
No, that's great. I appreciate that.
Yes.
It's fun.
Thank you for the leadership and your knowledge, and then good luck to you for the next competition, and I hope you bring the trophy.
Yeah, thank you. Me too.
Well, thank you everyone for watching another episode of Around Foxborough. My name is Jerry Love. We have Paul Beck as our director, and Michael Weber as our executive director. Our website is fcatv.org, and if you missed our past episodes, you can just click on Around Foxborough. Thank you for watching. See you next time.